At a Los Angeles sporting event, they had a Latino singer come out to sing the national anthem. She decided, even though they clearly state in this video I'm fixing to show you, do it in English, that she had a right to do it in Spanish.
Okay, we are going to do the song in English today, so I'm not sure if that wasn't or if that wasn't relayed.
Alright, bear with me because I'm still very shooken up. I could not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just could not believe when she walked in and told me no.
I think maybe that's what's wrong with the most of America. They just can't stand to be told no. We are told in America that you can be proud to be black. You can be proud to be gay. You can be proud to be Latino, but you cannot be proud to be American. That is the true fascism. That is the true brainwashing. And the problem is America. It is not Republican versus Democrat. It is not left versus right. It is Americans versus communism. You are either smart enough to see it or you are not. The thing that you can do is call your senator and your congressman in DC. Tell them you don't want work visas anymore. You do not want imported labor. You do not believe that any illegal, undocumented immigrant in America should be working on food stamps, in housing, HUD, or even get insurance. Because guess what, friend? Our children can't get those things, and I'm fixing to explain it to you. Good morning, America. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So my name is Samantha, and I want to have this conversation with you. See, America is truly not a two-party system. It is not red versus blue. It is purple versus black. Now, let me see if I can explain this to you. Most Americans want the exact same thing. We want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We want our children to have a good life, a chance at buying a home, getting married, having children, and a good job. We want our kids to make good choices and live long, healthy lives. That's what we all want. The crazy thing is about how we go about it. See, America is only a country because the citizens of America have a contract with their country. It's called a constitution. And that contract says that our country, our federal government, will keep us safe. We will have clean water. We will have clean air. We will have food. We will have industries and businesses for our citizens to work in. Our children will have free public education and an affordable secondary education. There will be safeguards like FEMA and insurance to stop horrific things from happening to us. Our government will protect us on the outside and the inside of our own country.
The answer, what it is, there is a bad pattern here that multi-millionaire, inherited wealth, rich people in the Bay Area siphoning off $9 trillion of market capitalization in Silicon Valley live one way and dictate to the rest of the people the other way. So Gavin, you're going to call this cruel and you will not enforce the law and you won't send state troops to help to ensure peace, and then you'll go to your $9 million home. And believe me, it will not catch on fire. And believe me, you don't worry about the price of gas or your insurance cost or your power bill because you're in a long line. There was Jerry Brown, he's in Grass Valley in retirement and beautiful scenic place. There was Nancy Pelosi with her palazzo in Napa, her big mansion. There was Kamala Harris, she's in Brentwood with her husband, another multimillionaire. There was the late Dianne Feinstein, multimillionaire. There was Barbara Boxer down in Rancho Mirage, multimillionaire. What do they have in common? They were all left-wing architects of the disaster that's now California, and that never, ever did any of them suffer the consequences of their ideologies that were inflicted on people in Bakersfield, the foothills, Inland Empire, Madera, Sacramento. That's what happened.
In 2025, this is the first generation that has had it worse than their parents. In other words, my daughter can't afford to go to school. She can't afford it. In Seattle, Washington, as a United States citizen, she cannot afford to go to school. She had to drop out of school to get a job just to be able to afford the next semester because they don't give enough to cover tuition. She doesn't want so many loans that she can never pay them back. Smart kid, right? A little bit like her mom. America's birth rate is plummeting. Why? Can you afford to have children and stay home and care for them? No. Everybody's working. Your 16-year-old grandson's working. Your son has 2 jobs. Your daughter is going to school at night on the computer while working a job and then trying to work a side job on the weekends. We can't afford it. Our kids can't afford houses. Our kids can't afford anything. It is not the United States government's job to house the entire world rather than care for their citizens. It's simply they have broken the contract we agreed upon. Now, a lot of people, unfortunately, have been repeatedly told, especially the younger generation, that you're racist, you're horrible. Of course you're supposed to take all the illegal immigrants. They need you. They can't make it without America. Well, folks, my question is this: how can our kids make it with them? We simply cannot continue the way we're going. They're bankrupting us. I don't know. You tell me. Especially if you're a Democrat and you're watching. How can you be okay with the American government having broken its contract? For the first time in history, our children have it worse off than their parents. When I was a young mother with 4 children, going to work finish up my master's, basically, I was able to stay home, go to school online, and live in a house that cost less than $100,000, but was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. You want to know what that same house is worth today, 20 years later? $215,000. My husband at the time was able to care for a wife and 4 children on a $68,000 salary. And our kids were involved in every sport you can imagine. We drove very nice vehicles and lived in a very nice house. So you men out there right now making less than 60 grand, can you make it? Can you feed your children? Can you give your wife the ability to stay home with her children? Not most people know. Because the cost of houses, because the cost of vehicles, like everything's so priced so high, but your wages have not kept up with the cost of items, right? I'm sorry, that is basic math. Anybody can prove what I just said. It'd be hard to disprove me. Everything's going up, but wages. Wages have stagnated. Why? It wasn't COVID, you ding-dongs. It's all the illegal aliens. They don't have to pay you, baby. Ain't pay them under the table. And supposedly, they do such a better job than you, American. Yet their third world countries don't have running water. You can't flush a commode in Mexico. Being serious. If you've never been to Mexico, don't. It's not worth it. The streets are dirt. It's like that for the majority of people coming here. So 2% of America showed up to do the No Kings protest. 2%. It was like almost 3 million people is what I'm hearing. But right now in America, 20% of the population are foreign-born people. 1 out of every 20 registered nurses are Filipino. 1 out of every 3 construction worker is Mexican. And I don't mean heritage, I mean nationality. So if you would like to be on the Zoom with us this evening, look in the top of comments, folks. We're going to break it down what's happening in America. I have to get dressed. It's time to take Atlas to the vet. He is not doing well, so I'm going to get him in. Let's see what's going on with my smallest dog. Unfortunately, I think it may be congestive heart failure. So to say a little prayer for me. I'm having a hard time dealing with that. He's been around for a long, long time. Well, 10 years. I mean, that's a long time for me. I've only been here 50. So, you know, he's been here 1/5 of my life, and I like him. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a little extra money lying around, God bless you, Atlas, and you would like to, you know, donate a little extra money so somebody else can get a newsletter, or you only have $1 and you would like to get the newsletter in the Zoom, look in the top of comments. Please, though, do not forget to put your email. I love you guys so much. Make sure you are still subscribed, but understand this. America's first responsibility is to her citizens. A house divided cannot stand. If we keep America going the way she's going, she's not going to be in anything. And the Black Party, the party of Satan, the party of communism, is going to come in and take it over. And all of us purple people eater, all us purple people are going to be no more. God bless America.